I just dreamt. Um, Me and Lana was at school, and we decided to stay after and do some kind of project, and it was on a spur of the moment decision. And this school, it was located next to a mall. The mall was very familiar. It looked like Hawthorne Mall, and in the mall they had a aquatic store, and that's where we met with all the teachers and students and everything that we're gonna be doing the project that we stayed after for. And I don't know if we had, can't remember if we had the kids or not. And then in that store there was a beautiful, very beautiful aquarium, very big, with fish, that little tiny fish about 1 to 3 inches long. And these kind of fish would hop on stairs. They would jump and then go back into the water. And then also, so the particular trip that we was trying to go to was a hiking trip. And then so many people came for the trip that me and Lana eventually just said, oh yeah, because we did have the kids. And it was like, well, how are we going to take them? So we eventually said, forget about it, and we decided to leave. Michael, shh. It's okay. And so, oh yeah, okay. And so we decided to leave. But before we left, we decided to look around in the store, and they had all kinds of crazy things. And you know how I am. I sometimes like to steal souvenirs and things like that. So that's what we was doing, and a couple of my friends was doing the same thing. And eventually we was there too long, so the workers there, they kind of got hip to what was going on, and asked us to leave. Oh, and by the way, I already had a little trinket with my mother's photo in it, and that was paid for. Okay, so we're trying to steal, whatever we can get our hands on. People find out, and there's a white guy comes up, and I don't know, he said something to us, asked us to leave or something, and I said something smart back. Oh yeah, he tries to take what's out of my hand or some kind of shit like that. And I wasn't going for it, so then there was a little scuffle, and this is where the chase begins. Now, so then he calls the security for the school, and by that time we're already running out the school, and the security guards now are coming after. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Now the security guards are coming after us. They didn't catch us. And so we make it outside of the school. And what else? Oh yeah. I was driving. Oh yeah. Leanna didn't even get there because she had came from somewhere else, and she used somebody else's car to get there. And so I was driving the Honda, and I parked somewhere in the parking lot, which is the mall parking lot. It's very big. So the exit that I was getting chased out of, so the exit that I got chased out of, it was not by the car, so I had to go back in to find the same exit that I came in through. And while doing that, some fat lady, I don't know how she found out what was going on between us, that they were trying to catch us. Some fat lady, she started chasing me, and she kept up with me. And so she's chasing me around the school, or the mall really, and then I hop on some stairs. She didn't want me to do that because she knew that I'd probably get away then. I bumped into a few people, and I hopped down the stairs, but so did she, and she was still on my back. So I'm trying to figure out where was Leanna at this time. Anyway, also the kids, I don't know where they was at. So the chase continues. I eventually meet up with a friend there, and they start running with us to help us. Little did we know that this friend was in cahoots with the other people, because the whole thing was that this after school program was not just for ordinary kids. It was for kids that was somewhat monsters or genetic hybrids or whatever kind of shit, and they all knew what each other was thinking, and telepathy. And so the friend that I thought was helping me get out, he was really running me in circles, or running us in circles, me and Leanna, just to stay in there. And I think it was Adon Lopez, who did that. And then we get out. It's a nice sunny day, and this is right around, you can get out by the exit near 60 and 21. So you see all the traffic coming by. People are coming home from work. And oh yeah, and then we're walking by and we see, or actually we're running by the Mexican Border Grill, which just happened to be in the parking lot, and it was burnt down for some reason, and I pointed it out to Leanna. And then, okay, I was woken up at this time by Leanna. Okay, so then I was like, damn, well, how does it end? So I thought of two things. There's a couple things. We'll either eventually find the Honda, or we ask a stranger to stop, and if that's the case, then that'd be a double ending also, because if we find the stranger, maybe it might be a benevolent stranger, and they actually take us home until the next day for tomorrow. Or an even stranger ending would be that if we stop a stranger, the stranger actually finds us and is so eager to help us, but I'll come to find out that the stranger is actually one of the people from inside, and then so it'll be like one of those endings where a bad ending, but we still got caught up in the end, just to leave your imagination and play with it. And also, while we was running to find somebody to stop and get us, we see these two people who used to be people, but now, after a certain time or whatever, they was crawling from the street towards us, and they was crawling, and their face had deformities on it, and it was crazy, and it freaked me and Leanna out. And That's unfortunately that's all I can remember, but I'll just have to fill in the rest with our imagination. Thanks for listening.